Hey there, my name is Josh Lappin, health and fitness coach, and welcome to Skinny to Strong. Just want to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about myself and my story and how the Skinny to Strong program originated. I am 38 years old, I'm married with 2 kids, and I work a full-time job. And all that is important as it plays into part of my story here. You see, when I was 12 years old, I wanted to be a professional bodybuilder and someone who worked out a lot with weights. So I would actually do that. I cobbled together some old weight sets that my parents had around the house, a few things that I found around with friends. And over time, I slowly built up my gym. And I had a pretty nice gym when I was in my early 20s. My parents actually had a full-scale garage outside their house, and I had a full squat rack, benches, calf raise machines. I had a lot of stuff. But the point of the story is this: even with all that, working out and all that equipment, I was not able to achieve the results that I desired. And it wasn't until later that I figured out why. It was because I was what you call an ectomorph, or in a more plain terminology, I was a skinny guy. No matter how much I worked out, I was not able to gain weight. And that was because of my body type. I'm very long and thin. I've got long, thin bones, and I wasn't able to put on the strength and the muscle and the size that I wanted to. And this went on for years. Like I said, I started when I was about 12 years old on this journey. And this went on for years. I would go to the store. I remember going to the discount store as a kid. I would buy all these bodybuilding books on how to get bigger and stronger. But I was never able to quite figure out how to do it. And I spent years with minimal results and frustrated. I felt weak in the gym. And it was overall a really frustrating experience for me until I discovered a couple of key principles in my early 30s that have revolutionized and changed my life and changed the way that I train in the gym. Up until this point, I never weighed over 175 pounds. I had never been able to bench over 155. I never attempted to squat over 135. And I usually, if I worked out really hard, I could get my overhead press up to about 85, and I never attempted a deadlift in my life. Just never something I considered. Then I discovered the secret that changed my life. What changed my life was I learned how to train, how an ectomorph should train. You see, when you go to the store and you get a book on bodybuilding, most of the time that is written for what they call mesomorphs, or guys who can gain muscle fairly easily. And when you go to the store and you see all these health and fitness or muscle and fitness or bodybuilding magazines sitting out there, those are guys who are naturally talented and have the genetics to build muscle relatively easy. I mean, building muscle is really not easy for anybody, but for ectomorphs or skinny guys like us or girls, it's much, much harder to do. So I had to learn how to train like an ectomorph should train. And after 6 months of consistent training, I was able to get to my bench over 200 pounds. I was able to squat over 250. I could military press over 135 pounds. And I actually started deadlifting and got my deadlift up to 275 pounds. That was my personal records for last year. This year, I've actually got new records that I'm working on. On the bench, I'm going for 225. On the squats, I'm going for 275. Military press, I'm going for 150. Deadlifts, I'm going for 300. And I'm actually going to attempt a bent over row of 185 pounds. But none of this would be possible if I did not learn the secrets to training for skinny people. You see, the keys to developing the proper training for a skinny person is a couple of things. You got to have the proper training, you got to have the proper rest, and you have to have the proper nutrition. So all this took me years to figure out, literally 20 years of trial and error, pain, frustration, minimal results, feeling like a loser in the gym until I hit the jackpot. So that is what this entire Skinny to Strong program is about. It's about teaching you to fully maximize the proper training, rest, and nutrition. So you might say to yourself, well, all that sounds great, but what is this all about? You know, I've read a lot of articles on the internet, through magazines, books, and I've never quite been able to figure out how to get this thing to work for me. Well, here are the 3 keys, 3 secrets that we cover in the Skinny and Strong program. Number 1 is you got to learn how to train properly. You cannot train as advised by most of the bodybuilding books, bodybuilding websites that you're going to come across. Like I said, those were designed for mesomorphs, or people who are naturally athletically talented, or the endomorphs, which are heavier set people, but the heavier set people also can gain muscle a lot quicker than us ectomorphs or skinny people. So you have to learn how to train like a skinny person should, and that involves low sets, it involves low reps, and it involves big compound exercises. By low sets, I mean you should be doing no more than 5 sets per exercise each workout. Not including warm-up, but for your general training, you shouldn't be doing more than 5. You maybe even need to do less depending on how heavy you're going. You should not be doing more than 5 reps on an exercise. More than 5 reps, you're starting to go into a lot of repetitions, and repetitions build cut muscles, but ectomorphs are not trying to do that. We're trying to put on weight, size, bulk. So you don't need to be going over 5 reps. Also, I never ever go over 3 exercises per workout. I do 3 exercises and that's it. And they're usually heavy exercises. I only do squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, and overhead press. Occasionally, I'll do chin-ups, but that's it. That is the entirety of the Skinny to Strong program and the entirety of my weight training protocol. That's because you want to do big exercises only. We don't do isolation exercises. They are of no benefit to us. The second key to the Skinny to Strong program, and for you to have success with the ectomorph body, is proper rest. You have to have at least 1 day of rest between each workout, minimum. And sometimes you have to have more. The protocol that I'm following now, which is in the upper levels or advanced training protocols of the Skinny to Strong program, I'm actually up to 3 days of rest between each workout because I'm going so heavy on the weights. This is one of the biggest secrets to getting results as a skinny person. The rest, proper rest, is probably the most crucial element other than your training. You have to be able to recover from your workouts. It is very hard for skinny people or ectomorphs like ourselves to recover from our workouts. It's very hard. Working out takes a tremendous toll on our bodies. That's just a fact of our genetics. You have to accept that and move on with life. Once you accept that, you can start designing programs that will work with your body and will be effective. But you don't need to be working out more than 3 days a week in the gym. Any more than that is too much if you're building strength. Typically, I do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. When I begin, I'm actually up to a protocol now, like I was telling you earlier. Well, I'm actually only working out twice a week. And that's because my body needs that time to recover from the heavy weights that I'm lifting. So as you get heavier, you're actually going to have to add more days of rest between each workout. You're going to need to learn how to sleep properly. 7 to 9 hours a night minimum. Naps if you can do it. Anything to help you rest. You've got to be able to recover. Other tips and tricks that we talk about in the program as well are things like foam rollers, massaging guns, sports massages. Anything that's going to help speed up your recovery is key. The third key to building the body and the strength that you want is proper nutrition. Nutrition is the fundamental building blocks that your body is going to use to replenish itself and to build muscle. Of course, the most important nutrient that you need to build muscle is protein. You will hear a lot of different recommendations for protein intake out there. I've heard everything from 0.8 grams all the way up to like 1.5 grams per body weight. I'll make it easy for you. I recommend that you take in 1 gram of protein per whatever your body weight is. So if you weigh 160 pounds, you need to have 160 grams of protein each and every day to fuel your body. That is a lot of protein, but as a skinny person, you're going to have to learn to eat and eat a lot. I recommend eating anywhere between 4 to 6 times a day. For your protein, you're going to want to eat a lot of chicken, eggs, fish, ground beef, steak, milk, peanut butter, and protein shakes are also acceptable. That's the bulk of what I eat for my diet for protein. Another key for success on the Skinny to Strong program is carbs. This is not a low-carb program. You have to eat carbs and eat a lot of them if you want to get bigger and stronger. You have to eat carbs because carbs are the energy that fuels your body and your muscles, and as a skinny person, you're going to burn out a lot of these carbs quickly. So you're going to need carbs to get stronger and to gain weight. I try to keep it simple. I recommend potatoes, rice, beans, whole grain pasta, and whole grain breads. This is not for alternative diets. I don't think, if you want to get big and strong, you can't do low carb. I don't think keto is a good idea either, or any of the other diets. If you want to get big and strong, you have to eat carbs, and those are the carbs I recommend. Also, don't forget other important things like micronutrients in vegetables. You want to give your body all the micronutrients and the vitamins that it needs, because if it's not getting certain vitamins, it's going to hold you back for your progress. And you need those vitamins to help you recover and help you grow and not to get sick as well. So, there you have it. There is the big main keys to the Skinny to Strong program, and the concepts that we use to grow and get stronger. So if you're excited about this, if you want to learn more, you might be asking yourself, what should you do next? Well, there's a couple of different things you can do. If you're ready to get going now, there's a link below where you can go ahead and join one of our courses. In our course, it's a self-paced course. You can go in there and I will show you rep by rep, workout by workout, exactly what you need to do to get strong. And you can watch me go from benching just the bar all the way up to hundreds of pounds on different exercises. Option 2 is you could join our coaching program where you can work one-on-one with me to meet your goals. Or if you're not quite ready for all that yet, you could join the Skinny to Strong email club, where I send you all kinds of tips and tricks and information on a regular basis to help you grow your body. I'll also send you some of the things I'm doing in my workouts, and even a couple of, every once in a while, some of the other people who have tried our workouts, kind of the results and successes that they've experienced. So if you're ready to get started, to choose one of the three options, just check the links below, and I look forward to seeing you and working with you very soon, because I want you to succeed, I want you to get stronger, and I want you to build a body that you can be proud of and feel like a great success in the gym. So this is Josh Lappin, health coach with the Skinny Strong program, and I will see you again very soon.